What's up guys, I'm Alex, General Manager of SoCal Powerlifting, and today we're going to talk about correcting over or under tucking on the bench press. As you can probably tell from our J-curve and our joint stacking videos, the goal really throughout an entire bench press should be to keep the elbow stacked directly under the bar. What often happens to a lot of people is either their elbows flare out and they really struggle to keep them under, or they over tuck and the elbows come way out in front of the bar. So we'll really dial that in today. So I'll go ahead and demonstrate what we want the joint stack to look like throughout the press, and then I'll show again kind of the over-correcting and under-correcting where those elbows are, and we'll really dial it in from there. So we're gonna start out, right? Where we want to start out is with those elbows tucked directly under, right? And so we want the press to kind of look something like this. What you'll see for a lot of people is as they come down, their elbows really flare and get out behind the bar, right? Now this puts a lot of unneeded stress on the rotator cuff because you really gotta rotate those elbows back underneath to hit the press, or they'll try to press up from here and it's just not gonna happen, right? So what we really want to do is keep those elbows tucked throughout. Couple big things that help with this. Number one is keeping the shoulder position, right? If we see those elbows flare, oftentimes the shoulders come untucked as well. So we're gonna really work on keeping the shoulder position by keeping constant leg drive, constant tension at the bottom of the press, right? So instead of just relaxing, I'm gonna keep nice and tight, driving back towards my head with my legs, and that'll help me keep those shoulders tucked. Now, sometimes you'll still see the shoulders stay tucked, but the elbows flare. The big cue that some people hate this, don't worry, I'll get into it, but a lot of people talk about bending the bar here, basically turning these pinkies down as we turn the thumbs up, bending that bar, right? I like this cue personally, it helps me a lot. A lot of people don't like it. The big reason being that as people bend the bar, they tend to overcorrect, and now we start to see those elbows come out in front, right? Kind of resulting in this weird skull crusher. The cue that we're really gonna use to correct this is instead of bending the bar, pulling the bar apart. This is a favorite of our head coach, Juan. This is actually how he teaches the bench regardless. I often start with that bend the bar and then kind of tweak things from there. But he'll start with pulling the bar apart, right? So basically gripping that bar and working to slide my hands out without actually letting them move. So I'm gonna grab here, pull that bar, right? So that's causing the shoulders to externally rotate a little bit, and then I'm gonna really push back with my legs, causing the shoulders to stay tucked. And now those elbows should track directly under the bar pretty damn well throughout the entirety of the press. So now we've seen how to optimally keep the joint stacked throughout the lift, as well as correct over and under tucking the elbows. Hopefully it makes a little bit more sense and you can kind of implement the cue that best works for you, whether that's bending the bar, pulling the bar apart, or using a little bit more leg drive to really correct your form and get things dialed in.